Hello, people. This is Fox Guy Geo. So I played a game called Red Amazon. It was relatively interesting. Probably one of the best free indie horror games I ever played. And yeah, I would classify it as a horror game. It's got a good setup. It's really short, but it's got a good setup. You're in a cabin, and then you go out and you find this bullet, and then you keep going until you find there's three bullets, and then there's a shotgun, and then you're just like, oh well, I'm ready. Well, you wonder what you're supposed to do with everything, and then it gets revealed that there is something going on, and that you're actually fighting for your life. In the video, it was I actually got freaked out. I got freaked out twice. Right before I died, and then right before. And then when I saw the guy in the freaking window, if you see in the recording how I kind of stop walking for a little, how I just stare at the window, and then I go into the house and I get ready for the fight of my life, because it this game scared me. It's that fear of being watched and being hunted that I really appreciated the fear factor in this game. And yeah, it was really good. The the setting was great. Made everything really peaceful, really really interesting art. Art. Man, I keep saying the actual trails you went on were interesting. The trail, I should have figured out that something was up. I kind of thought that it was a little bit weird when I saw that area with the fallen trees and those skulls. I'm just like, that's a little bit out of place, because with everything else is nice. You're hearing the birds sing. It looks like a nice day out in the woods. You see a tent and everything, and you're just like, oh man, this is really cool. But then you begin to realize, wait a minute, we started out in the cabin. Who was in that tent? Why are these skulls just in this area? What the fuck happened? And then you go and you fight the dude, and then you kill the dude, and that's pretty much it. That is that's the story. Pretty much, that's what happened. So yeah, that was Red Amazon. It was a very interesting game. Really good example of unconventional horror. It wasn't, there was no jump scares. It wasn't super spooky. There were no ghosts. It was just you alone. Well, it makes you think you're alone, and then lo and behold, there's a guy out with a shotgun out to kill you. But you have a shotgun, so you have a way of defending yourself. But I guess the only thing that would have improved it would have been spacing out, giving you things to do to have the facade stay a facade for a little bit longer. If you went out and you actually started to do, yeah, what would have improved it would have been allowing the day to just be normal throughout the whole day, and then maybe you notice something is a little bit off, and then have the scare be the next day. But it's still good as it is. I should have known something was up for a few reasons. It was the campsite. and then the skulls, and of course you hear the car pulling in the driveway. And like, yeah, yeah, it was weird. It was a game. It was an interesting game that like kind of messed with like your senses, because you're just like, because I thought that the car sound was just a part of the noise. I'm just like, oh, I'm probably next to like some highway or something like that, and that's why I hear like a car or something, or like, you know, there's like a road nearby, people are driving by, but it's like, no, it's the person out to do you harm. So yeah, that's pretty much everything I have to say about that game. And yeah, overall interesting game. Recommend everybody plays it. You know, especially if you want like a good idea on like unconventional horror, where, you know, it's not about the scares, it's about the it's about the facade. It's more of your, you know, it's the false sense of security, the false sense of, you know, how things are. I like things like that, where it's just like, you know, because anybody can like look at a picture, and then you look back at the picture, and then like, ooh, something's different about it, and that's scary. Like that kind of horror is cool, but that's like supernatural. This is more of like real horror, where it's like, oh, I don't know if somebody's behind me, so that's scary. I don't know if I'm being stalked. I don't know if somebody's out there to do me harm or whatever. Yeah, because the guy just shows up. Like I'm not sure how he spawns. I guess he just pulls up, and he's just around the house after you collect everything. It's a good game. Yeah, so I mean, it's free. It's free to play, free to download. So get it and play it and have fun. Yeah.